Hello, and welcome to Year 1 of Teacher Induction with the North Coast School of Education. In this introductory video, you will find a brief overview of the Teacher Induction program. Before we get started, we want to give you a quick overview of what you can expect in this video. Our hope is that by the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of the program goals and expectations. One of the main expectations of Teacher Induction is experiencing the inquiry cycle and building the habits of continuous improvement. We will explain that in some detail during this video, and you will have a chance to get started on your individual learning plan, or ILP, when you attend the live orientation. We are also going to spend some time clarifying the role of the mentor. The mentor is consistently rated as one of the most valuable parts of the program. Finally, before the video is over, we will make sure that you know how to sign up for the live orientation through the NCSOE website. So why do we do Teacher Induction? Yes, part of the reason is we do Teacher Induction is because it's a state requirement. But why do you think it's a requirement? Why would the people in charge of creating the system to support teachers come to a decision that would put all of the time and energy and resources into supporting teachers for 2 years in their professional practice? Well, research suggests that the more support that is provided to new teachers, the more effective they are in supporting students, and the longer they will stay in the profession. In short, it's a good investment to support new teachers. They know that providing professional learning that supports teachers in doing action research on their own practice and building mentoring relationship is the foundation for launching successful teachers. So yes, this is a state requirement to help new teachers clear their credential, and it is also a great opportunity to build a culture of professional learning and continuous improvement. Now that we've discussed a little bit about the why of Teacher Induction, we're going to give you a brief overview of what it looks like at North Coast School of Education. We have separated the overview into 2 different columns, one for the mentors and one for the candidates. You will notice they are very similar. This is because you are working together throughout the year. That said, there are some specific differences, including the professional learning you attend and what you're submitting in Canvas. Let's take a look at each of the pieces you'll be working on this year. You will notice that these are presented in a list, but they do not all happen in order. You will obviously be meeting throughout the year, and some of the parts of your inquiry cycle might happen before you observe a colleague. The specific order of this list isn't important. It is just an overview. So let's get started. You have all hopefully had the chance to enroll in the launch. It is our first introduction to Canvas and where you will find some program documents. It is also where many of you are seeing this video. If you have not completed this, please look for the email that was sent after you enrolled in the NCOC program. That will have the self-enrollment link for you to get started. Next, you will attend a live orientation. This is where you will get connected to colleagues and get started on the individual learning plan. We will also walk you through getting signed up for this at the end of the video. One of the most important parts of Teacher Induction are the weekly meetings between the new teacher and mentor. These are foundational for the success of the new teacher. We highly recommend that you find a time and hold it as sacred. We know things often come up, but committing to this weekly meeting is an important part of a successful Teacher Induction program. An assignment that we found folks really enjoy is the observation of a colleague by the new teacher. Each district is requested to provide the new teacher with release time to do an observation of another teacher who models some of the practices that the new teacher is looking to grow in. This is a great opportunity to see an experienced teacher in action. The mentor should help in finding experienced teachers who are open to being observed. Both mentors and candidates are required to do professional learning. The mentors get specific mentor trainings and the candidates attend professional learning of their choice, either at NCSOE or elsewhere, that connects to their inquiry question. Speaking of the inquiry and the inquiry cycle, the section in red on this list is your inquiry cycle. It includes a goal-setting meeting with site admin, as well as your pre-observation meeting where you discuss the goals and plan the lesson the mentor will be observing. This is also where you should clarify what evidence or data they will be collecting during the observation to help the post-observation conversation. Then the mentor observes the candidate implementing the lesson, and after the observation, you schedule a meeting to discuss how it went and review the data and evidence collected. This is all reflected in the individual learning plan document and submitted at the end of the semester. This inquiry cycle is done each semester, so you will complete it twice throughout the year. At the end of the year, everyone comes back together in a share case where we will celebrate all of the work that you have done this year and your areas of growth. There's nothing you'll need to prepare for the share case, just come to reflect and celebrate the year with your colleagues. This is an overview of the inquiry process that we use in teacher induction. There are many different ways that folks represent inquiry cycles. Typical examples that you might recognize include the scientific method and design thinking. These are ways for us to quantify the process of inquiry and how we can be intentional about our desire to build a culture of continuous improvement. One of the ways that we support our new teachers through their action research is by using the APTRA inquiry cycle. We ground our work in a reflective inquiry process of continuous improvement, and this is how we see inquiry in teaching. This is a general overview of APTRA: assess, plan, teach/do, reflect, and apply. In teacher induction, we take it step by step and are explicit about each step so we can remind ourselves of how important it is to be in this continuous improvement process. Let's get a little bit more detailed about this process. Let's start with assess. The goal here is to determine the areas of strength and growth new teachers are bringing with them, possibly from their individual development plan or IDP from their preliminary program. We ask folks to look at each of the 6 areas of the CSTP and do a brief assessment of where you are on the continuum of teaching practice. We will start this in a live orientation. This is also when the mentor does a brief observation of the teacher to get a better understanding of their teaching practice. The observation of a colleague can also fit into this section. Next, we enter the plan section. This is where we develop an inquiry focus. We write an inquiry question and decide what professional learning could be helpful in this area. This should also be when that professional learning is completed. This is also when the pre-observation planning meeting happens and it is determined what data you would like to collect. In the teach-do section, you implement the plan while the mentor observes and collects data. Once you've completed the teach-do section, that is when you make time for reflection. That happens in the post-observation conversations, as well as in the analysis of the data and conclusions in your individual learning plan or ILP. Finally, this brings us to the apply section. This is where we take all that we have learned throughout the semester and put it into practice. We make changes to our teaching practice based on the data and conclusions and document that in the ILP. This is also an opportunity to reassess ourselves on the continuum of teaching practice. So there it is. This is the APTRA inquiry cycle that we do once per semester or twice over the course of the year. This is a lot of information right up front, so please know that you do not have to know all of this right now. We will take you through the process in the live orientation as well and help clarify any questions that you have. Next, I'd like to talk about the role of the mentor. Mentors are a crucial part of our program, and as I said before, are consistently one of the things our new teachers are most grateful for when they share about their induction experience. Mentors provide many different types of support to the candidate throughout the year. Each new teacher is unique and brings different strengths to the profession. The goal of the mentor is to deliver individualized coaching, mentoring, support, and guidance to meet them where they are and to help them get to where they need to be. This includes providing just-in-time coaching. That means supporting them when challenges arise that need to be addressed in a timely manner. All of the support and guidance is meant to help facilitate the candidate's growth and development. Mentors need to be able to navigate the challenging landscape of using their experience and knowledge to provide the guidance for their candidates to develop into their best selves. And finally, the mentor supports the candidate in their completion of the individual learning plan or ILP. One of the best ways we can support our new teachers is by providing highly qualified mentors. We know that shifting from being a teacher to mentoring other teachers can be a challenging transition. As a mentoring-based system, it is our goal to support mentors in this transition. We work to provide mentors with the tools they need to grow in their mentoring practice and learn how they can guide new teachers in their growth and development. We do this by providing mentors with professional learning opportunities that are specifically designed to support them in growing their mentoring practice. New mentors attend our foundational mentor academies, MAC 301 through 303. Second-year mentors attend our returning mentor academies, MAC 304 through 306. And once mentors have completed their first 2 years of mentoring, they attend our experienced mentor collaboratives, where mentors get a chance to work together and learn from each other. In order to register for a class, we'll need to go to the North Coast School of Education website, which is ncsoe.org. Once here, select under the Participants tab, Browse Class List. Once you get here, you'll have several options. Right now, you only see two, but there will be more added throughout the year. We're going to select Teacher Induction and Program Orientation to see the options for that course. You will notice we have several options for in-person classes in the different counties we serve, as well as an option for cohorts. If you are participating in a cohort with your district or county, please follow the specific link for your cohort. We are going to select the virtual option. Once you click on that, you will see different dates and times that are available. Since we're using Teacher Induction Orientation as an example, we do want to quickly remind you that it is important to sign up as a mentor-mentee pair for this orientation. So please make sure that you are signed up for the same orientation as your mentor or mentee. Once you have selected an orientation to attend with your mentor or mentee, click on that. You will see the button that says Add to Cart. Click there. Once you arrive at this page, you can see that it has been added to your cart, and you can go to Checkout. At this point, you will see a login screen. If you already have a login and password, please enter it here. As a reminder, this needs to be the same email as you used in Canvas and the email address that you used to enroll in the program. If for some reason you don't have access to this email any longer, please contact us at ncsoe@sco.org, and we will help you log in and get your information. If you are new and do not have an NCSOE account yet, we will go through this process of creating an account. I'm going to click on the I don't have a login and password. Here's where we need to enter all the information for your account. Once again, this login and email needs to be the same as what you use to enroll in the program and for Canvas. Once you've entered all of the information, click Submit. This is the confirmation page where you verify your information and the class you are signing up for. Scroll down to the bottom and click Submit. This is your final confirmation page that says that you are enrolled in the Year 1 Teacher Induction Orientation, in this case for Tuesday, September 5th, 2023, from 4 to 6 p.m. As you can see in red, it's important to make sure that you've completed the Google form for enrollment in the Teacher Induction program, as well as the launch before you attend the Teacher Induction live orientation that you just signed up for. In addition to this confirmation page, if you go and check your email, there will also be an email with a registration confirmation. In this confirmation email, you will find the Zoom link for that particular meeting if it is online, or instructions if it is going to be in person. I hope this information has been helpful to you. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us at ncsoe@sco.org if you have any questions about this process. Thank you.